If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is December the 23rd, 2023. And today the topic is a lesson in patience. Oh, man. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday, and happy Christmas Eve, right? And happy possibly last juice of the year. We gonna see what the Lord do. But yeah, man, I hope y'all had a good Friday. Mine was just fine. Yep, mine was good overall. As you guys can see, your girl is recording quote unquote on time, which is early. I started the juice this morning at 5:55. So y'all can give a shout out to my mama for lighting a little bit of fire under me, as well as just my husband as well, because he had, last night he was like, you need to go to bed, you got to get up early. So, you know what I'm saying? So here I am, you know what I'm saying, giving the juice on time. So many things, man. Yesterday was kind of chill overall. One of the highlights, of course, was me going to the Christmas party. My first staff Christmas party with Mountain West. We was over there at the pastor's house. And it was nice, man. It was nice overall. I probably could have mixed and mingled a little bit more. I was observing more than anything. And, you know, getting involved as I could and things of that nature. And I don't know what it is, but your girl has received all the cozy gifts from my Mountain West Christmas experiences. I'm wearing one of them now, so anybody watching live, you guys see me with this huge, I don't even know what to call it. It's not a onesie, it's like this blankie, but with a hood and arms. Is this a Snuggie? I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it's very comfortable. And I find it funny because I'm going to show y'all, people that watch the juice, y'all get extra tea. These footy slipper sock situation is what I received from the white elephant gift of the kids ministry, the Next Generation team, when they had their Christmas gifts or Christmas party, and I received gifts, you know, from the White Elephant game. This is what I received alongside of like a box of little chocolates, whatever. And I'm like, the fact that these are similar in color with the fuzzies, I'm like, Lord, what are you saying to me? Are you saying that I should get comfortable here? Because I'm look, these are extremely comfortable gifts. So shout out to those that you know, bought these and everything like that. I hope that my gifts went over well. Obviously, I ended up gifting some mom bomb. Yeah, I ended up gifting some mom bomb items. The first party that I did, my gift was pretty much well received. The party last night, I think because the guy, there was a guy that wanted, so he was quick to try to get rid of it. And then basically, the lady that I've been working with, because I had gifted her some mom bomb things before, I guess she really enjoyed them, and so she ended up taking it. But anywho, that was my white elephant gifts. So shout out to my friends over there at Mom Bomb. Thank you so much for gifting to me that I could gift to others and everything like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a nice evening overall. My husband did go with me. and everything like that. And so he was mixing and mingling. I don't know if he was networking what all, it may be. And they gave me the Spirit Award. So that was cool too. I got my little award in my hand. Um, yes, so everything was nice and I enjoyed it and everything like that. So, y'all, a lesson in patience. So, I would say that the inspiration for this came from a couple of things. Listening to the prayer and meditation today, it was centered around, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to get his name wrong, but it was centered around, I believe, Stephen, as being a part of the Christmas story. And basically, again, if I'm not mistaken about the name, y'all can go back and confirm exact the name. But the biblical figure that was basically, God let him know that he wouldn't pass away until he saw, the redemption of man, basically until he saw Christ. And so when Mary and Joseph brought him to, I don't know if it was the temple, X, Y, and Z again, go confirm all this, specific information yourself. But basically, the prayer and meditation that I listened to this morning was talking about him and how he didn't really need any type of supernatural anything to know that Jesus was Jesus and that he was who he was, X, Y, and Z. When he saw the baby, he pretty much, said to the Lord, like, you can take your servant. Basically that you made good on your words, that you said that I would see, your redemption, and now I see this child, and, X, Y, and Z. Again, y'all can confirm all the details in regards to that, but basically the prayer meditation was centered around that this morning. And one of the things that kind of stood out to me was at the end when it was talking about, basically how long he was waiting to receive that promise, right? And maybe how he could have got discouraged along the way and things like that. And then I found it very interesting that, I did wake up at 4:20 this morning, and when I looked up 4:20 in the Strong's Concordance, one of the words meant the word patient. So, that's where my inspiration came from this morning. I decided to just go deeper about that. Go to, OpenBible.info, plug in the word patience. And the verses was good, but I thought, let me go ahead and go to Open Bible. No, let me go to gotquestions.org and see what they had. And they have, of course, several articles centered around patience. One of them that stood out to me was talking about, well, I didn't write it down, so maybe it's not important right now. Anyway, but if you got to go to gotquestions.org and plug in patience and, go deeper with things that they have to say, the articles that they have there, you guys can do that on your own. But after I, read a little bit of the article that I was referring to, I went back to OpenBible.info, started to plug down the verses that were standing out to me. And yeah, that's, where again, I felt led to go with this whole conversation about a lesson in patience. So, I know we know what patience is, right? And we know sometimes we don't want it. We don't appreciate it. And to be honest, hey, I can't lie. There are things that was on my to-do list for 2023 that did not get completed as of yet. Now, I know we still got a few more days of 2023. But as of right now, it is not, look, on 23/23, on 12/23/23, those tasks are not completed. And of course, it can be frustrating, as an entrepreneur, as a business lady, stuff like that. You want to see your things get done. You want to see things come to fruition, X, Y, and Z. And you're like, especially when you hire somebody. That's another thing as well. Like when you hire someone and things of that nature, you're like, man, why did this not get done, X, Y, and Z? But one of the things, I don't know if the Lord is just giving me a lesson in patience or whatever the case may be. I think so, to a certain extent. I've just pretty much been exercising patience in the things that are, yes, quote unquote, frustrating, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, the Lord's will be done. If it's not for it to come out this year, fine. If it's not for us to figure it out, how to get on the bigger platforms with the movie and whatnot this year, fine. At the end of the day, I'm grateful for the things that has happened. I'm grateful for the things that has been released and brought to fruition and things of that nature. I'm thankful for the platform that already is playing the movie, for example. You know, um, I'm thankful for the books that are already out and that we were able to reap benefits from, this Christmas season and everything like that. So, I can't complain. I cannot complain. Um, sure, again, on the business side, and look, the principle of the thing is that, of course, you want things done in a timely manner. Um, or again, when we're just talking about patience in general, like, because I'm not dwelling on my situation per se, but more so in just anything that we are waiting on, right? Having this conversation about patience is like, ooh, like I know even, of course, I have this conversation with my son all the time. He was trying to open some stuff yesterday or look at, quote unquote, look at some stuff yesterday. And I'm like, kid, it ain't that day yet. And of course, I've been talking to him about patience ever since he was, well, ever since he came on out and everything like that. So I mean, I know this quote unquote lesson in patience is a, excuse me, an ongoing thing, and we're probably learning different levels of it all the time. Um, but I'm finding peace, right, in being patient. Sure, again, you don't want to be taken advantage of, or sure, you don't want to, feel like you're being stagnant. I mean, and there's something to, again, working and doing what you're supposed to do and things of that nature and continuing to persevere and things like that. The article I was reading at gotquestions.org kind of was reiterating that idea of, again, the work during the, uh, not even just the work, how could I say, like, maybe I should have wrote the article down for y'all. My bad. I'm sorry. But basically, it pretty much was just sharing about um, like in the midst of being patient, um, the perseverance is what sometimes is taking us to the next level of strength and spiritually and all of these different things. Um, so, again, there's a lot to learn about patience. Again, we should practice it often. We should. Um, I believe the more we practice it, the more we'll become at peace with it. I mean, again, overall, I would say that I'm finally in my life at a place of overall peace where I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, again, the Lord's will be done. Like, sure, I would like to control this or control that, or I would like to see this or that, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, again, understanding that I'm not in control, that God is in control, gives me the peace, right? That passes all understanding. It helps me and allows me to exercise patience in situations that most probably wouldn't. Again, like when I think about my things, some of the stuff is hinged on, for example, someone else. And, I could go off, right? I could, as a person that, again, has outsourced or whatever the case may be, I could sit here and be like, I never work with you again. All kinds of things that we could do, especially when you feel like you don't have any control of something that's outside of you. But sometimes, I mean, we got to be patient with ourselves as well. Now, granted, we don't want to be, again, stagnant. We don't want to just quote unquote talk about faith and not exercise it by putting in some work and things like that. Um, but even still, again, understanding that we're all on the journey, understanding that we're right on time with whatever the Lord has planned for us in our life, to where even in our procrastination or even in our moments of, you know, uh, being in a quote unquote down season or whatever it might be, you're still in the perfect will and plan of God, when we, again, understand that He is in control. So I hope all of that encourages you and inspires you. But let me go ahead and share with you guys some of these verses, okay? So Romans 12:12, it says, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. Simple verse here. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I would say what stands out to me the most is the part that says be patient in tribulation. Again, when we're going through bad times or whatever, or issues, or whatever the case may be, it may not be the easiest thing to do to be patient. But I feel like we tapped on this a little bit yesterday, reminding ourselves that at the end of the day, again, taking everything day by day. Again, the Bible talks about that all the time. There's the verses that pretty much is reminding us that, again, there's enough trouble for today. So focus on today. Like, sure, you know, you could have all the plans. You know, again, I'm sitting here talking about 2024 already. I don't have a phrase for it yet. But, you know, I got ideas. You know, I got my little to-do list. I'm not saying don't plan nothing out or whatever the case may be. Again, write the vision and make it plain, you know. But at the same time, too, understand that, okay, I'm in the present. You know, tomorrow is not promised. And so let me focus on today. You know, what do I have today? Is there something I can be grateful for today? Is there something I can thank God for today? Things of that nature, you know. Hopefully this will help us with our patience, but let's keep going. Romans 8:25, it says, but if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. Again, how can we exercise patience, or how can we have faith, again, if we are seeing all the things? You know, again, sometimes, again, we have to wait and we have to, you know, I guess that's where our hope comes from. That's what I'm receiving by looking at that verse right now, is that, hey, yeah, if we have hope, but if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. So again, if you don't see your quote-unquote promise, if you don't see the things happening right now, again, we can have hope, and we can, again, exercise our faith by what? Being patient. And waiting for it. Again, Stephen, and confirm that name, I'm sorry. But, or the gentleman, the gentleman that was waiting to see, you know, Christ and everything like that, had to wait a long time to see the baby Jesus. But when he finally did, he was at peace. And it seems like he was at peace the whole time, just waiting, you know. So, you know, that's something that we can all challenge ourselves to do. Again, even through the tribulations, all those things, let's just exercise that patience. One more verse, y'all. Psalm 37:7. It says, be still before the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the men who carries out evil devices. I know it's hard to like watch other people quote unquote winning, especially right if they are not, you know, walking in the will of God, if they are not righteous people, if they are, you know, have shady dealings and all this type of stuff, and you see these type of people winning, right? Again, I could probably go real viral if your girl was, you know, out here every day. Now, I don't know if I don't know. If I was out here, you know, just being an IG model or something like that, you know, who knows? Maybe your girl could be viral right now. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. Like, we see people that are, again, winning, quote unquote, right? We see, again, all the quote unquote rich people and all the celebrities and all these people, you know, they might not even care anything about the Lord, right? They don't probably care anything about the things of God and things of that nature. And so, but we see them with quote unquote success, and we like to equate money and success and all the things to blessings, right? We equate those things to be blessings. I guess more so than what God does for us every day. And things of that nature. And so it's hard, again, when we're playing the comparison game, because we're looking at someone else's life and being like, oh, they winning, why can't I win? Lord, you got me, you know, waiting. Lord knows, listen, I know y'all probably tired of me talking about the cultivation period, but hey, you know, again, I was there, you know, couldn't see any of the things that I'm living today, you know, other than in my dreams, right? In my, I believe that the Lord was revealing to me, hey, marriage, family, all the wonderful things that, again, I'm living today. But when I was alone in my apartment back in Florida, and no man around me that had, any of the attributes or whatnot that I was dreaming of, or whatever the case may be, it was like, Lord, I'm trying to be patient, but yeah, it's a little difficult when you can't see, the things that you're showing me, or whatever the case may be, or it's a little difficult when I see, again, maybe everyone around me not caring about the things that you are convicting me of, the things that you are, showing me that I need to change, and all these different things. And so, well, one, just a nice reminder that stop playing a comparison game. Just stop. Like, if somebody is, if they have more than you, or if they, truly, have something that you desire, whatever the case may be, learn from them, things of that nature. But, I mean, we don't have to, again, covet them and things like that. We don't have to be looking at them with greed and envy, celebrate that person, celebrate them, and hey, seek some mentorship, or something like that, and then maybe you'll get on the track as well. At least that's what has worked for me in my life, instead of, again, just playing a comparison game and then going to the Lord about, or maybe not going to the Lord at all, just trying to take things in our own hands and things of that nature. So I say all that to say, just reminding us of this verse that, again, there's people that, again, yes, are doing evil things and they're prospering and it looks like they're prospering and everything like that. But this verse is telling us to wait on God and fret not yourself over the ones who prosper in their way, So, let's wait on the Lord. At the end of the day, if we have, what's that, Bible quote or just a verse from a song? Yeah. Anyway, basically, if you got God, you got everything. And I mean, this is ultimately the juice this morning. I mean, just reminding us to be patient, and everything like that. Again, you guys can go deeper about all of this. Plenty of verses in the Go Deeper section, because all I did was tell y'all to go to OpenBible.info and plug in the word patience and look at all the verses that I was looking at this morning. And I hope that they encourage you and inspire you. Now, the Bible verse of today is Isaiah 9:6. It says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on next year. Yes, I guess I look forward to talking to y'all next year, if the Lord's will. Again, just in case I don't get a chance to tell y'all, Merry Christmas, and yes, Happy New Year, and everything like that. There's a chance, there might be a slight chance your girl go live next week for the juice. But if I don't, then understand I'm taking a little bit of a break. So next Monday through Saturday is the plan for me to take a break. But we'll see. I might take my journal with me. But yeah, that's the quote unquote plan. So if not, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I'll see you in the new year. I'll see you in 2024. Again, just a reminder as well, no GSL talk show next week as well. But there's plenty of content. You guys can just go to GodSexAndLove.com. You guys can go to God, Sex, and Love on YouTube. Plenty, over thousands of videos for you all to tune in and let marinate on your heart, souls, and mind. If y'all just miss me so much from the juice. But like I said, there's a slight chance, because I know Mom was saying, like, well, I thought maybe we could go live, So we'll see. Yeah, if y'all might get a pop-up juice, you just might. But if not, I'll see you next year. Love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Any support in any aspect is totally appreciated. And yeah, man, I don't know. It's not goodbye forever. Just till next year. If the Lord's will, we'll see. Y'all have a great, great weekend. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Did you know that you can support us for just 99 cents a month? That's right, friends. You can support everything that we do here at GSL for just 99 cents a month. Take a look around wherever this post is. You might see a link or maybe even a button that says support. Go there, check out the options, consider supporting us because, we enjoy bringing you all the daily inspiration as well as the weekly talk show, but we have much, much more to come. Thank you so much for the consideration. Bye-bye.